But boom, he says, give me the SF, comes out second pick. Is he going to have a good game?
It's always been a classic like counter pick versus Invoker in lane. It's actually just a strong matchup throughout like the whole game. You're a hero that likes to rush BKB relatively early on. I actually was hoping because we saw Clockwork pick. I thought we'd get the cogs.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
I was really hoping, man. What? They didn't do it.
Come on, why wouldn't you do it?
He insta-skilled raises. I was like, oh man, come on, boom.
Like,
yeah, whatever.
Still, they never took that out of the game, did they? Still works.
No, it's still there. You get less though, right? Because now it's only 1 damage per soul rather than 2, like in the past. You have to like sit there a lot longer. You have to get all 11 for it to be value. Like, it's whatever. People just end up skilling raises. You don't want to have cogs either most of the time. I've seen people actually skilling cogs more lately, but I think it's not great to have that at level 1.
Yeah, I guess. And as you say, it's not like it's a matchup where the SF isn't going to do well playing his normal Dota anyway, so doesn't need to go for the gimmicky stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, now Aramis, he can play his game like he normally would, right? So he can now play around, he can just pull waves, he can mess with the Juggernaut. We're seeing both sides trying to predict which lane it's going to be, because this Omni Knight, he wants to be into that Jug. You see this build from Kezu, double gauntlet, he's just going to tank up, so he can survive the spin. If they like even use the cask at all, he gets Heavenly Grace off, he TPs out, the cask doesn't bounce to him, he'll be able to survive most of these times. So.
Sure. So overall, you do like what Vikings got this game?
Yes, I actually really like their draft. I think they're going to struggle. I think damage is going to be an issue on Chicken Fighters for sure.
And a lot of things that, I mean, already when, for instance, like when the clock was picked right, it was picked into some pretty nice targets for the clock. And then even after, going for like the Jug carry, Charlie's going to have to be careful. Clock's one of those heroes that it will punish you if you're trying to split push lanes out and relying on the Blade Fury to get yourself out with a TP.
Yeah, and there's a lot of heroes that I'm seeing that can, like, Invoker overall, he suffers when heroes collapse on him, just like Shadow Fiend. That's why I actually really like that they cover that Shadow Fiend pick with the Clockwork, because it kind of goes both ways. Both teams could have gotten it, could have been an excellent one. Sure, they already showed the Nyx on Chicken Fighters, but that raises this Clockwork to just be even better, because he's playing versus that very weak Nyx Assassin and Witch Doctor supports. This is like actually a dream Clockwork game.
Yeah, you don't think
lanes.
The Viking will struggle with sort of catch, like Clock and Snapfire, it's enough stun and lockdown?
Yeah, I think so. PA Daggers just constantly chasing too whenever he does show up into fights will be pretty good too.
Yeah, and we see as well.
I'm just seeing lane swapping. Yeah, look at this.
So what is this that they're trying to dodge? What do they not want here?
Doom wants to play into the minus armor lane, even though it's rough. And, I mean, I actually don't even know at this point. They're jungling. They're duo jungling the small camp. So we're going to have a core Clockwork versus a core Witch Doctor. We're going to have a core Nyx versus a core Snapfire. Dude, did you guys look? I hope they talked about it. I didn't actually hear the entire panel, but did you see the recent games from these two teams? You know, they played a best of 5 together that lasted like 7.5 hours, right?
Wait, no, they didn't.
Yes, they did. It was a 90-minute game.
Viking did win, right, didn't they, in the end?
Viking, I think, won out in the end, yes.
But it was a really long one.
They had an hour and 10-minute game, an hour and 30-minute game, a 45-minute game, a 41-minute game, and a 33-minute game. It was wild. These teams learned so much from each other. This is why you're seeing this happening. Like, this is what happens when a team just plays versus each other too much.
It's just heroes drifting around the game, just as their fantasy. What are they doing? I
mean, this ruins Shad. Like, Shad is... What is going on with the... Like, this is not good for PA. What the hell is going on, Owen?
What is he doing?
I mean, now he's not going to be able to lane at all. This isn't Dota. What the hell is going on here? What the shit?
I genuinely don't know what's happening here.
Chicken Fighters are winning because Chessie just needs to eat it. He just needs to devour a creep and he's getting more gold. Like, they're both just watching each other because of ward vision. Like, now they're like, okay, we see Doom jungling. All right. They're just goofing around because they see each other. Now we actually will have Shad reach a lane.
All right. Well, this
is already 3, so is Jibbe.
Okay, so Shad's going to start hitting creeps here at 3 minutes in. If this was a pub game, if your carry you turned up to the lane at 3 minutes in, you'd be like, hang on. But here we go.
But he's going to have Orb Corrosion soon. Like, he almost actually has it.
From the passive gold? Yeah, he's got 5 CS. He's the lowest CS in the game.
Uh-oh, Jibbe. He tried to. Oh, that was greedy by Jibbe.
Well, there we go.
And Shad's back.
Yeah, the 5 CSPA at 3 minutes in, level 1, just got first blood. So make of that what you will. That's this game.
Boom's doing excellent. Look at him. The mid lane is actually normal.
It is. It is.
It is
yeah,
indeed.
This is, yeah, if we you know, if you're feeling a little uncomfortable with everything else that's going on, you want some normality, you can just look towards the mid. SF versus Invoker, and SF, as you said, is going to have the lead in this matchup.
Yeah. I think they're going to have to move Shad. I don't think Shad wants to lane down here.
He's going to go back to
this
jungle.
Seems like a pretty... Now that Charlie's here, I think this is a really pretty rough one. I think maybe he does want to go top versus Chessie, because then he has Snapfire behind him. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I think he should move. Okay, he is. So I was going to say, Shad's getting nothing.
Okay. Now, the chicken fighters change something when they see him show up on this top lane.
Charlie's TPing. Yeah, Charlie should match him. And there might get Chessie in the meantime, though. Chessie... Oh, Shad's just killing it.
Yeah, I mean, it's another kill. It's another kill.
He's going on Charlie,
Shad,
too. Look at this.
He knew exactly what to do this game. Where are... Anybody doubting the AFKPA strat is looking like a right idiot right now. Because it worked. It worked. 3 minutes of chilling in the jungle. Shad's turned up. He's only got 9 CS, but he's got 2 kills. He has both of the kills. And he's third highest on the net worth.
Yeah.
Next time, there you go. Queue up for a game of Dota. Put yourself in the jungle. No, take a break. Grab a coffee. Go to the toilet for a few minutes. Then you turn up and start playing carry, and you can be just like Shad.
I actually think it benefited them more than usual, just because I'm a support player. Look at Celery. He's level 4 with Medallion. Shad has Orbic. Look at the minus armor in this top lane now.
This is literally
how the hell do you lane versus these two?
This is next level stuff. Like, it's worked out. It has absolutely worked out. A different approach. And it's worked. It's worked. You know, as you said, 5 minutes in, you look at the state of the game. Vikings going to be pretty happy. Chad? Has he hasn't got a stick or any
sort of regen. Damage.
Yeah, he may be pretty dead here. Yeah, okay,
Goodbye.
Shad finally taken out here. Jibe. I mean, Jibe's nearly level 6. So
dude, it's like we're watching Seneko from yesterday. Jibe is just going to be Seneko. I hope he buys a Veil, because that was pretty dope.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to buy when you have this sort of game on Witch Doctor, right?
Better buy the Bastion right now. He's got the Sage's Mask. Is it coming? It is. Oh, good. Yeah, hell yeah, Jibe. He knows. He's pretty much... I mean, he's going to have Veil pretty soon if he wants it.
All right.
And lanes, have they normaled out? Shad doesn't want to go back top, though, so he's TPing bottom because he wants to lane versus Doom. And they're going to bring the snap. They're going to go for the kill.
Okay. Yeah, but the 3 of them have got a good shot at taking down Chessie.
It's a lot of minus armor, even though he's got 9. Look at it go. Look at that armor. It's just gone.
Very, very nicely done. A 3rd kill for Shad. Again, remarkable stuff here from the PA. Just with a handful of CS, 16 last hits at 6 minutes in. He doesn't need the creeps. He doesn't need the creeps.
He's 700 above Charlie.
Kills. He's 3rd lowest CS in the game, but he's got 3 kills already as a carry position 1 PA. It is working.
I love it. This is they're staying bottom. They're gonna keep a quad lane. Chad's like, screw top. I don't want to lane versus Jug. Kez was like, I don't really either. My TP's also not here. I'm sticking down here. Let's try to kill Chessie again. Aramis, he finds him. Can't quite follow it up, though.
He's got some backup coming over this time. Well, Jibe.
Uh-oh. It's carry Jibe. Careful.
Oh, also Aaron Supreme. Everybody's coming over. Kezu. He tries to CP out. He wasn't ready for the whole team to be here.
Oh, he's going to take him for a walk, though.
And
this is going to take a while.
I mean, they can't catch him, right? I think he's just going to be able to keep running. He's not got a TP, but I mean, they're going to have to spend quite a bit of time chasing. I think they're just going to give up. Yeah, they can't chase Kezu. Kezu's fine. He's going to have to take a bit of a scenic route back to the safe half of the map.
Oh, Supreme.
I mean, even if Supreme catches him, I don't know if he kills him.
I mean, he's got 16 movement speed slower than him.
Kezu's fine.
Supreme's taunting. He'll get vision of him with the ward soon. Meanwhile, actual things happening.
He needs help, and he's going to get it.
Oh, Jibe's here.
But Chessie's dead.
Chessie's gone. Oh, he did find Kez.
He actually did
find him.
All right, I thought Kezu might be able to make his way back, but Supreme was persistent, hunts him down, gives him
an in charge.
Yeah, very nice.
Very nice.
Go look for the rotations now from Supreme.
But look at our actual carries. Celery, level 6.
Yep.
Jibe, almost level 6. The true carries in the game.
I'm saying this is what do you like this here from Boom, going immediately for the BKB rush, no sort of Yules or active offensive items, just going straight for the BKB very early on.
Yeah, I think it's fine. I mean, he could also just go for some more stat build, like the Dragonlance BKB build that I've seen a couple times, because he has the Omni Knight behind him for these extra heals.
Go for the solo kill. Oh,
do it. Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, the bounce is low.
Oh, no, he clicked blur.
And yeah, maybe if he had the bounce, RNG goes straight back to the PA after the creep, but wasn't the case. Ended up bouncing down and away from Shad, and Shad, yeah, able to put that blur, get out. It's a good attempt. Good attempt, though, from Jibe.
I gotta be honest with you. This looks like a pub right now. The way things are going off in these side lanes. Like, Jibe just went for a solo kill on Shad. Chessie's jungling on Doom. Like, what is going on right now? Oh, Celery, sitting mid though, level 6, he's spotted. They do have vision of him. And Nyx Assassin versus Snapfire is always gonna be value, as he will get the catch initially, and they do a follow-up.
There we have it. Supreme is in, and they've got the damage easily here with the 3 of them.
Nice D-ward. That looked like a team. There we go. We got a team play there coming in.
Yeah,
Jesse
even joining in as well. I think he stepped up and took a CS.
And they're smoking. So they're making a play down bottom. Chessie is 6, so he's got Doom available for Shad. They can catch this pretty easily. Aramis, he's going to try to catch this gank here.
Aramis still out there. Yeah, Aramis back him right off. So is he going to catch Era? But Aramis. Okay, Shad's going to commit in. They've got the kisses coming through as well, so Era will get taken down. Aramis will tick out to the Maledict. Get the 1-for-1. Shad able to jump away in time.
Shad'll be all right.
Yeah, I'll have to take the walk back to base. Still sitting in a very nice place when it comes to net worth. You know, good money on the PA. Mid lane. Boom. Still having that lead against Supreme. He's getting the levels in the farm over him. 2 levels ahead of the Invoker.
And he's going to get his bottle refilled. And he's, yeah, rush BKB fully. Yeah. I still really like it. Heavenly Grace, BKB, Shadow Fiend running up versus this lineup. There's very little physical damage. Sure, Death Ward, Juggernaut, the physical damage can be annoying. But there's going to be this Omni Knight. So there's going to be Guardian Angel in a lot of fights, which will be really good, actually, for this team of Viking. The minus armor later is going to start being pretty crazy, too. With presence of the Dark Lord, with PA, with Orb of Corrosion, everything. That's definitely going to be something that will really hurt chicken fighters because they're quite fragile on most of their heroes. Just the Doom is that tanky one, and Chessie, with that bit of a rough start, doesn't look as tanky as normal.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Charlie, switching up the build. Okay, I like that. I saw you had Battle Fury queued.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be a Battle Fury game. I feel like Viking is going to... I think tempo is going to get kicked up really fast from Viking once they get like timings on Shadow Fiend BKB. I want to say Shad's just going to go Deso too. So yeah, all that minus armor is going to kick off. It's going to be fights around Roche. So I think Charlie should just do like that Yasha Maelstrom build, the fighting build.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's going to do him a lot better with the amount of action that Viking's going to be looking to bring.
Yep.
They're going to look to defend this top tower.
Kisses up in 4 seconds.
And he's in. Aramis setting things up straight away on to Jibe. As Jibe dead and gone. You see Charlie trying to get the connection onto Celery, but now starting to back away as they know the Viking are bringing in the numbers. Era's got to run. Going to get cookied.
Nice stun.
Carapace will hold back Aramis, but they're going to continue to chase him down. Zera, can he deny to neutral? No, he's going to just try and keep them running for it as long as possible.
He's got Carapace in range up again.
I mean, if he can juke them here.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh? Era?
Oh.
Oh. I took him a while.
It did. Took him a long time.
But they didn't get anything out of it on the sides of the map. Supreme actually got some nice farm, though. I like the build that he went for. Witchblade is kind of just always now the build, but also his skill build. Only puts the 4 into Wex and then starts switching to Exort. I like that he does the adaptation. I think he sees that BKB Shadow Fiend going to be coming up, so we'll be able to add some nice physical damage, Alacrity 2 for Jug, and just himself right-clicking. Witchblade versus PA, that true strike that you do get from it is nice. Wex has gotten nerfed as well, too, so I'm glad that he has gone for like a little bit of a different kind of build. I don't know why Wex got nerfed either. It's a very weird change to see for Invoker.
Sure, I mean already it was felt that the changes in 7.29 had nerfed the hero anyway.
Yeah.
It was still
I don't
getting
know.
picked. It
It's
was still
bizarre.
getting picked, so I guess they felt they wanted to change, nerf something else. But yeah, it definitely seemed a little bit random. The choice,
Especially because it's
what
not
to
getting
make.
like first picked or anything, right? Like we had Storm and Beastmaster and stuff getting first picked, and Storm didn't get touched. Only Kaya got like slightly changed and stuff like that. But Invoker got directly nerfed when he's not even a first like 6 pick for most teams. So that's definitely interesting.
And I'll see Shad. He's getting very close to the Deso. Very, very close. So that is going to be the point where not many of the heroes and Chicken Fighters are going to deal too well with the little Shredder and PA jumping them.
No, there's going to be a big problem. Like this fight's going to kick off soon. I really do think that Viking's going to like just try to force a Roshan with all the minus armor, and I think the fight's going to be hard for Chicken Fighters. If they're all rallied around Kezu, like Kezu's got all he needs already. He doesn't even need items really as this Omni Knight. His fight presence is just Heavenly Graced and Guardian Angel, which will counteract quite a lot of Chicken Fighters.
Yeah, I mean, so tank 2k HP on him. He's running around with Heavenly Grace. And this tier 1 tower pretty much dead. We're going to have them come across the Supreme. We'll look to start up the defense. Gets the catch on to Celery. Celery gets the cookie off in time. Kezu trying to keep him healed up and safe. Death Wall's dropped down though with the Maledict and the Sunstrike coming in. Celery or the mech heal comes out. Is that enough to save Celery? Aramis will fall. Error survives. Celery does still end up going down to the Maledict. That's it. They're going to chase.
Can they catch? Can't quite catch though. The big kill.
Here. But still, the tower is held in the mid lane as they push him back at the 2 kills. Shad's now got the Deso. Shad is in onto Jibbe. Jibbe, he'll go down. The stun comes out from Arrow to try and hold Shad back. Requiem from Boom pushing back Supreme, and Shad is ready to chase. In with the dagger, over towards the Invoker. Supreme, has he got anything to get his way out of this? He does not. Shad picks up a second kill. A perfect fight to come in with the Deso reveal and do the damage.
And a incredibly over-aggressive move by Chicken Fighters. The tower gets denied and they get mad. They're just like, no, unacceptable. They just chase up the high ground blindly with the Invoker. Not even with the tanky heroes in the front. They go in with the Invoker first. That was a little crazy by Chicken Fighters.
Close on the numbers though, less than 1k in it.
Yep.
But just the fact that, as you said, sure, the big difference is Kezu kind of being, that bit less farm than the Doom, which is understandable. Doom's a Doom. And
but
it doesn't feel like it matters too much because of how Shad and Boom have hit this first item timing, the BKB on Boom, the Deso on Shad. It's just that the whole composure of Vikings lineup, it feels pretty scary for Chicken Fighters to run into.
It absolutely does. Right now that they do have good scouting information, they know immediately that they are going for Roche and Shad. He only has level 1 Blur, so that evasion's not going to be as effective versus Roche at all. EMP won't actually clip onto anybody. That'll be pretty important. 30 seconds where they don't have to worry about it. Boom's going to consider going back in. Still has the DD in his bottle. Chicken Fighters, they're smoking. How long for Doom? 30 seconds still.
Yeah, Boom's just going to get back on it with Shad.
They're
Over
on
the side,
Aramis.
Aramis, he's drawing the attention away. Trying to heal Aramis up. Boom's going to pop the BKB, get in there with the DD, but the Omni Slash comes out. Boom is going to be saved. Kezu comes in with the GA, keeps Boom alive from the final hits of the Omni Slash. Boom now able to get the damage out to bring down Supreme. He'll still fall at the end of it all. It's 2 dead on Chicken Fighters. As Viking, they'll take the team fight. Now they head back into the pit. Chicken Fighters, they've still got the 3 of them up and stuns to play with. Try and push Viking away. Error. Got to be careful. There's a lot of physical damage if Shad gets in on him, but the Maledict at the cast, forcing Shad to play a little more careful. Aramis, though, he's got the control. As they're able to lock down the 2 of them. See if they can get in. Charlie with the Blade Fury trying to turn things on towards Aramis, but Aramis is tanky with a Heavenly Grace. They haven't got enough damage to kill Aramis. So it'll just be Chicken Fighters losing 2 more.
Roche is so low, though, and Doom now is back up for the side of Chicken Fighters. Charlie?
Yeah, well,
he's going to keep scouting it out.
I guess what Shad had to TP back to the base. He was too low.
Yeah, he was very, very low.
So now he's got to take the time walking back out here. And Chicken Fighters, they're already
souls.
around.
Yeah, Boom needs to acquire a bit more souls. He's back up to 20 now. So he is maxed out.
It's so low. Someone's going to get back in that pit.
They're constantly going to keep scouting it. It's a little scarier now, though. You see Kezu without the GA. That's a long cooldown. So fighting without that one is a bit tougher. But I do think Viking, they're going to persist to look for it again. There is that Doom available, so eyes on Chessie to get the right target. And Charlie's killing it quick.
Yeah, they are.
Shad's still far.
Viking's got to do something soon. Aramis is going to try and start with the hook shot, but already the Tornado comes back to hold him off. Jesse and Boom coming out with the BKBs. Boom committing
Nice
with the Requiem.
cogs.
The Cookie in as well. He's straight on top of Supreme. They bring down the Invoker. Jesse's trying to run down Celery, but he's not got the damage to kill this Snapfire. Snapfire's tanky enough to withstand the damage from the Doom, and Shad just turns, takes out Jesse.
That was a weird Doom. Next to the Omni Knight onto the tanky Snapfire. Era going again.
That's a good cast with a good Death Ward, but not good enough.
Charlie.
Well, that was... Woo, he gets away. He will live, but all in all, Viking obviously taking enough lives to be able to get into the pit themselves, and they will finish off the Roshan. Aegis is Boom's. Chicken Fire is trying to do their best to push them away, but you know their fight has to be perfect, as just overall Viking have got a much easier level of execution that they need to achieve with what they have to win these fights at the moment.
Yeah, and Aramis just continues to get like two-man cogs. I think like 2 or 3 times, though, he got Supreme in the initial with the Requiem, then he gets the follow-up onto the Nyx Assassin, and I think the Witch Doctor afterwards. He's killing it. This Clockwork, 5, 2, and 8, always getting on these right targets. And yep, their fights are just looking easy, as you said. BKB, and it is the Dragon Lance right afterwards onto Boom. He's just strong, and they don't have anything really, as we said. They have the Omni Slash for piercing that BKB, but then GA comes out. Although Kezu was, especially when he popped it, was very close to letting the SF die, but now he will have level 2 of it, so it's even more frequent. The game's feeling pretty hard for Chicken Fighters.
Yeah, they're really trying their best to get stuck into the action. The tools that Viking have, just that little bit better, and just not able to quite find the impact there that Chessie was hoping for.
Yeah, that was a really weird Doom, I gotta be honest. It's too far forward, and you're playing versus heals. You have to be super careful. Like, Kezu's gotta be that main target 90% of the time for this Doom.
Now Viking with the Aegis, they can get back on the aggressive. Looking at these tier 2 towers. But the way things went round the pit, Chicken Fighters unlikely to turn up. And tell me, what sort of could change things in these fights? Is there any sort of item or progress within some of these heroes' skill builds, item builds that can change some of the outcomes?
They're still going to be really fragile on the side of Chicken Fighters. That's one thing that I was just concerned about with their draft, with what Viking has. It's so much overwhelming damage that they do have, so I'm not too sure. I think Chessie just has to get the right Doom targets. I think he needs this plate mail, but I also just think he needs Blink Dagger. Their initiation is really lackluster. It's just Era charging in. At least Era has Blink Dagger now, but even then, that's putting him into a really weird place playing into Clockwork. Sure.
And who were you looking to Doom? Is it what sort of the SF and the Omni at the top?
It kind of has to be the Omni Knight at all stages of the game. Yeah. But right now it's difficult. Like, that's why Viking, I think that's why they went for this kind of style, just all in about Roshan, because that's how you play versus Doom. That's like the old classic. Playing versus Doom, Enigma, Magnus, these big team fight heroes that have long cooldown, just get an Aegis up. So you go pick the fight next. If they use Doom, you win the next fight after that because of your Aegis as well. So Viking, I think that they can just keep looking for these plays. They also even have a flurry of items coming out. What? Small crit on the SF, Solar Crest on Celery, PA has BKB. Everyone's just getting so many big item timings out, while in Chicken Fighters, they're not getting the same impactful items. Supreme, he's almost at his BKB. These items just don't feel as good. And Charlie, he's so fragile. Hey, this is level 13, but it's a 1300 health Juggernaut versus all this damage.
He's got a DD, though. Yeah, he's got the DD.
He does have a DD.
Still, yeah, even with that, unlikely that they're going to be able to make moves. Whilst the Aegis is still there.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So Chessie does commit for Blink instead of Plate Mail, so does give them a secondary form of initiation. It really does feel like they need a second way to get in and find the Omni Knight. Still does need armor. He still will need that eventually, but I'm glad that he goes for the Blink instead first. Because I think this game, it's just going to continue to get harder and harder. It feels like if they don't win 1 or 2 fights soon.
Yeah, I mean, Viking, they know that they can still push with this minute left on the Aegis. No need to back off right now. They're very, very strong and borderline unkillable on some of these cores.
Look at the tower. Look, he takes the armor. Presence aura affects buildings as well. Look at that minus armor on it. It's just gone.
Yeah, 23 minutes in, that sort of siege potential they have. It's pretty terrifying here.
Synergizes so well. Jug has S and Y. Small purchase, but they need to just fight this. They need to fight back. They can't just watch them lose their buildings.
Rain track's gone.
Next.
What are they going to do? They've got to stop him. They've got to get him off their axe. Zera. But try for the setup. Sunstrike comes in. It's not enough damage. And now the hook shot's over. Charlie is in trouble. The Cogs actually ending up separating the fight in a way that maybe benefits Charlie. Charlie's actually able to get out. Taking him down once, Boom. He says already some of the big commitments already been dropped by Chicken Fighters. Boom. He's getting stunned over by the Death Ward. Oh, he's going to see Shad look to go in. Jumps straight over towards Jibbe. Jibbe will buy back. Shad also backing off, though. Charlie. With the setup here. Can they take down Shad? Into the stun. The Blade Fury.
The Heavenly Grace.
He's away. Able to jump off. Supreme pop the BKB. Aramis has got back in. They have the ultimate from Boom. Pushing them off to the side. It allows them to take down Era, but they've lost Aramis. As Charlie and Chessie continue to chase. Charlie still has the Omni Slash. Chessie in with the jump. Charlie's committing in with the Blade Fury. He's trying to take down Boom, but he's going to go down. They've lost Charlie. They'll bring down Boom, but Charlie's dead. Jibbe is also in trouble. Here's the dagger comes out. Shad just picks up another. Triple kill for Shad. They just can't kill the pin. They're still trying to push on, though, Chicken Fighters. Supreme and Era. They're looking to Celery.
Shad's thinking about going back in. He gets graced up in Solo Crest, and he's like, I kind of want to jump back in, guys. His team, they'll calm him down, though. They're going to back away. Celery is actually going to survive as well. Why is he dooming the Snapfire? I'm a little confused. Because they have Nyx Assassin, so you don't have to really worry about the threat of Mortimer Kisses so much just with Carapace. It just immediately stops it every time. So I'm really confused why he's going for that target instead of the Omni.
Yeah, it's been a tough few fights, tough few jumps. I'm sure there's Charlie as well. He's got to be careful. If he wants to use that Blade Fury aggressively, as we saw, then he pretty much dies through it. There's so much minus armor and physical coming in. He has to be really sure that the Blade Fury is going to get the job done if he's committing with the Q, especially when he had the Omni Slash available. Didn't get the chance to use his ult because he just dies whilst he's spinning. Yeah,
I like the way that they start the fight, though. Not with the Doom, per se, but the way that they start just, like, poking the Shadow Fiend. They Sunstrike, Maledict, throw everything on him to burn the Aegis the first time, because they have to push them off the rack. So they did end up being able to do that, but yeah, this... I'm going to say it, too. This jungle PA that started as...
Shad's killing it, yeah. Jungle PA, baby. Literally turned up to the bottom lane 3 minutes in, and, you wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a perfect play from Shad. Perfect game.
Yeah.
You know exactly what to do. And I guess what does that sort of say to you? Just what the importance of being able to abuse the power of like the PA and Snapfire, regardless of how the enemy tries to dodge it?
Yeah, and the thing is, too, is it's so weird because they set these lanes up, but the Snapfire was still getting so much, and Jibbe was too, but Jibbe gave his life multiple times this game. Like, the Witch, he went for these solo kills as Jibbe. Like, he's got 8 deaths.
Yeah, and I guess
Look at Celery. He's
really,
got 2.
Yeah,
it gives a lot when you're level 4, level 5 early game, and you're level it's a level 1 PA, and then he kills a level 3. He immediately hits level 2 pretty much. So I think a couple of those deaths were very costly. Just get Shad fully back in that early game.
Oh, 6K lead, 22-9.
They've really found their footing. They've got 27 minutes. Now we've got new neutral items. Viking gonna farm those up. Multiple forms of lifesteal now being picked up on both sides. Chad only has that small possess smack, but Boom now picks up a morbid. So he's gonna be able to stand toe-to-toe. Now, like you said, when Charlie spins and runs in, now it's gonna be even worse because now they'll have lifesteal to be able to stand toe-to-toe with him too. And I think the Vlad's, Kezu's even gonna go for Vlad's, who is having an excellent game. Just it's quiet as normal for an Omni Knight. 0-1 and 14, just the assist king.
Dire are scanning.
Viking feeling their power though. With this gem also on Aramis, checking high grounds, claiming this high ground area too. Chicken Fighters kind of trapped below right now. Gonna scout things out with Forge Spirits, but limited spaces to farm right now. There's a ward right on top of Shad though. They did see him blur just now.
Yeah, I'm starting to step out a little bit here, Chicken Fighters.
They have to. They have to get ways to peep into that Roche.
Yeah,
it's going to start dropping so fast.
I mean, they're not going to get
it's
her in
already
time.
Dead. They're not going to make it.
It's so dead here to the physical armor reduction. No chance of getting to the pit in time as Viking. And another Roshan. Get the shard as well on
They'll just give
PA.
the PA.
More damage for him.
Sure. Why not? It's nothing phenomenal to break. It's just the jug. You know, the crit in between, but whatever.
I guess that still can be pretty annoying, especially if you're playing from behind. Suddenly your lack of damage is felt even more when you're trying to stand there and fight back.
I think they have some of the worst shards in the game too, personally. The Omni Knight one it's cute, but it's kind of irrelevant to the hero in the role that you usually play it as. The Shadow Fiend, he didn't go for magic build. Celery's is strong, but Clockwork's is I think the worst one in the game, actually. I think that one's just absolute crap. The jetpack is useless. It's funny, but it's useless.
Oh, back up to the push on the top lane. We'll see what they've got this time around, Chicken Fighters.
They got to do the same thing as last time. They need to just pop this Aegis immediately somehow, because they can't just watch their buildings get sieged. Charlie is trying to finish up his Aghanims before he turns up to next fight, so they got to do it with 4.
They just don't feel that they can do anything right now.
Yeah, they can go straight to mid now, too.
And they couldn't do anything about the push top. Let's see if anything's different with Viking coming in for a round 2 in the mid.
And look at Shad. He's waiting. He has vision with this Obs ward. He's just waiting for an opportunity to jump in.
And they're taking the racks.
Gotta do something here. Charlie's got Ags. He buys the Tome for himself too, so he's up to 18 for Jug as well. So he's got level 3 ult. But they gotta do something. Buildings are dropping.
And Boom's able to just sidestep the tornado. And Charlie's in, Chessie.
2 men stun.
Come in with the jump. The BKB pop, but look how quickly Chessie dies. The physical damage is so much. He's doomed the PA, but Shad doesn't care at all. As he'll buy back. Viking still yet to lose anyone. Aramis even able to keep himself alive. Sunstrike is going to land, so at least able to take out Aramis with the Sunstrike. Committing everything here onto Boom. Charlie's got to run. Shad's ready to chase him down. The kisses are coming out from the back lines. Chicken Fighters, they got a split. Chessie, he's going to die. Ooh.
Look at Boom. He's just holding his ground. They just can't do anything to this SF.
They still got the Aegis. They couldn't even take him down the once.
They couldn't even take him the once. The Grace, all this status resist, all this heals, all this buff up. He just stands his ground, and he has enough lifesteal too. That little bit of lifesteal that he gets from his Morbid Mask. Now it's a satanic.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I mean, you are really feeling this game, as you say. It's the Omni Knight finisher in the draft was perfect for the way that Viking want to play, and it you know, really just goes to credit of how well Kezu's playing and how good the hero pick is, because it's, you know, he hasn't got a ton of farm. He's pretty darn poor for an offlaner, especially an offlaner in a game where the team's this far ahead. But it doesn't matter because he's just making all the right moves, and he's got the exact tools to do so.
And Owen, honestly, he's not getting doomed. So he can just sit there in the fights and he just gets every spell off. He's like, okay, Heavenly Grace here, Purification here, okay, back up, pop my ult when the Omni Slice comes out. It's a dream for Kezu because he's not getting targeted at all. Like he's just able to sit in the midst of the fight and pop everything freely. You feel what, to stand any chance of winning a fight, Chessie has to 100% doom the Omni Knight. 100%. Yeah. They have to get this doom on him. Otherwise, he just resets the entire fight. And it's probably just out of realms of mattering now, though, because that was Satanic already on Shadow Fiend. I think. What, a full basher on Shat? Like, they're just so far behind now at this point. And I don't even know if the Doom's going to kill Kezu. Because now he also has Vlad's. Everyone's got all this lifesteal. Yeah, they probably just miss all their windows. Yeah, I mean, they're basically taking 2 sets of racks. Chicken Fighters haven't been able to do anything to stop them. No. They're ready to go for the 3rd hit. Boom. Walk straight into the stun. But they can't even bring him down once again. He's at this stage of the game just more than able to stand his ground. Lifesteal straight back up to full. Yeah, it's very tanky, 3.3k HP, 33 armor. I miss seeing these swaggy Shadow Fiends, I'll be honest. It's been some time since I saw just the boss Shadow Fiend with no fears walking up high grounds. Chessie, there we go, he finds the Doom. He finds the Doom. Gets it on the Omni. That's what you wanted to see, but as you said, it may just be a little too late. Charlie not even getting the chance to pop his ult. As there's any sort of disable, he's just dead to the physical damage. And yeah, this one very much over, as pretty much ever since ever since sort of Shad got first blood after kind of wandering the map for 3 minutes, it kind of began to be rather difficult to see how on earth Chicken Fighters would win this